This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. Taking a look at Dallas.
And I'm going to give them some tough love. There's no cohesion out there. Seemingly no sense of purpose or will to win. And you see it in their body language. It is troubling.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real. Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Back to Washington. Right side, Irving. Washington outside. 6 to shoot. Out to Thompson. Here's Davis. The offensive rebound. Tries again. No good off the back of the rim.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Oh, what a finish. Ruri showing off that athletic ability.
It's deflected. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. You knew eventually they were going to miss one. At least you hope.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings... Oh, yes! Whoa. Throw it down!
Oh! Okay, wow. Old man LeBron James getting acrobatic, putting on a show. I see you, big fella.
Tries from 6 feet. And it's Thompson getting it to go.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, Grant, coming down to the final few games now. This playoff push sure will be interesting.
Oh, no doubt. And I'm looking forward to it, B.A. The teams trying to make the playoffs will be going all out. And that kind of intensity in these games will be fun to watch.
Both free throws good from Gafford. James inside. Doncic on the wing. Let's go with a 3. Washington grabs the miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
That one goes. Count it.
Great hustle there from Kyrie in the paint, outworking the defense and finding a quality look.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick, and the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Okay, thanks, Allie. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And his defenses have adjusted to Austin Reeves scoring. Richard, he's countered with the pass.
Austin Reeves doesn't get enough credit for how good his handle is, how much it's improved. It's allowed for him to score, get into different places, and make these passes.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
James with the block.
Look at the old man still getting it done on defense. LeBron James still takes great pride in rejecting shots.
Dinwiddie outside. 5 to shoot. They shoot again. And Reeves pulls it down.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
The kick out to Williams. Here's Marshall. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on LeBron James. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here. For the Lakers.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
No good on the second free throw. The Lakers lead by 7. And he lobs it up. Dives for it. And out of bounds, the Mavericks will take it. And the Lakers making a change here.
Your Lakers, Jarrett Vanderbilt.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Los Angeles ball.
43 seconds left in the first. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. That'll be a 5-second call.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
It's James on the wing. Back to Reeves. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to Dallas. 24 seconds left now in the first quarter. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
Yeah, 3 turnovers already and some frustration starting to settle in.
Now off the inbounds. And a nice bucket inside from Vanderbilt.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
2 turnovers for him in just the last couple minutes. He needs to be a little more careful with the rock out there.
Doncic with the bucket.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
It's been a comedy of errors for them so far. They just can't hold on to the ball here in the first half.
And it's good. 2 points. Doncic has got 5 points.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
From the arc. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Puts it up off the inbound. They get it back. Okay, knockout. Wow. And he hammers in the reverse slam.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific.
with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter.
And given the nature of the rivalry between these teams, expect emotions to be running high. Both teams have to feel a little on edge right now.
I think it's always that way when these guys get together. The fans and the players are jacked up. Even the vendors are ramped up, talking stuff. It's a special matchup for sure.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Now here's Doncic. He's putting up some terrific numbers, over 28 a game.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's Green. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And he lobs it up top. And it's James with the jam.
One of the most remarkable things in sport, LeBron still throwing it down at this age. One of the best athletes we've seen in any sport.
Curry's shot is off.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
And finished off by Hayes.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Curry. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Not the start they were looking for here.
Doncic with it. Now Pajemski defending. Kicks it to Doncic. Down low. Here's Reeves. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Timeout.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And the Warriors call time here. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Curry, no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And it's Hachimura missing. And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. 8-point game. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Now here's Doncic. Fires it. That one a little long.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Missed inside. Warriors trail by 7. Here's Pajemski. And he goes in for the dunk.
And what an
aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
You know, to be a high-volume shooter like Buddy Hield, you have to have a lot of self-confidence, Clark.
Well, not just self-confidence, B.A. You better have the ability to knock down shots, and Buddy Hield has that in spades. He can get it done from any direction he needs to, going right, going left, off the catch. He can dribble into the three on occasion. That shot he's got is pure.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Pajemski drains the triple. Pajemski's got 10 points.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
And there's another one for the Lakers.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Hield. Jackson Davis with the bucket.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Outside Reeves. Hachimura left side. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Assist goes to...
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
12.
And so it's Los Angeles
22.
ending the quarter up 10. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting hot. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Here's Hield. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Butler really known as one of the best defenders in the game. He knows when to get after it and go for steals with those quick hands.
Clock at 6. And here's James. He's got 5. Again, the Lakers score. Well, Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the officials.
Timeout called, the Warriors.
It's T-shirt time, Dub Nation. Get loud if you want one.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Curry. Rebound, the Lakers. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
After sweeping these guys last year, they have to feel confident about their chances. Just an impressive performance.
Yeah, it really was impressive. I mean, both teams on that playoff bubble. You might have expected it to be more competitive, but they took it to them.
And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, BA, and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Pass to Doncic. Hachimura from long range. And Los Angeles, another three.
Hachimura has the ability to torch defenses from deep and continues to work on this area of his game.
That one falls. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Pass to Vanderbilt. And here's Hachimura. Looney with some nice D. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
Moody gets one inside.
Coach is loving the ball move.
The Lakers lead by 11. Pass to Reeves. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Let's go with a three. Looney grabs a miss. Moody on the wing. And here's Butler outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 1:16 left in the first half of this game. Here's James. And is blocked. Fires for three. Curry, no good. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
On the wing, Reeves. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
3 points.
Reeves has got 10.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Vanderbilt with the block. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Post shot, no good. The Lakers lead by 14. Doncic outside. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Curry. Pass to Post. Back to Curry. Here's Post. The kick out. Curry. 6 to shoot. From deep. Unable to get that one. And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. Back after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Moody. Right side Curry. 3-pointer. Finney Smith pulls it in.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The shot by Pajemski, no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Offensive rebound. Hangs. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Green showing you some real attitude on that throwdown.
Los Angeles leading by 18. Here's James. Buries it down low. James has got his first points of the game.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of hype. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, BA, it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
James, that's good. James has got 4 points this quarter.
Okay, making some plays there. I wonder who Bronny learned that from.
Butler, the open look. And the Warriors miss again.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
On the wing, Finney Smith. Outside Milton. Hachimura outside. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, James. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Pajemski. 11 points in the game. Soft touch off the glass.
He's really carrying the load, but no man could do it all by himself.
James.
Warriors foul.
Entering the league with that James last name, lots of pressure on Bronny, but he's a guy who is used to being in the spotlight under the microscope.
That free throw, good from James. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Warriors.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability. Oh, man, what a punch that was.
Bad intentions.
What a flush by James. Shades of his dad, LeBron, right there.
Back to Pajemski. The shot that time not on target. Some solid defense from James. Milton with it. 5 points in the game. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Melton's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. Wing shot on the way. That one off the back iron and out.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Good work there as it goes. Hield's got 6.
And a little contact never stopped Hield. A committed scorer who knows how to keep his balance on his shot.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kuminga.
Los Angeles basketball. Substitution for your Warriors. Moses Moody.
James deciding where to go with it.
And Curry.
Outside Milton. Got it off in time. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's
36. The Lakers. 58.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. And finished off by Hayes.
Another great pass from Doncic. You pretty much expect him to tally double-digit assists every game.
Pass to Curry. To the middle. Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Doncic. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Boy, what a high-arcing shot from Doncic. Seemed like that one was never going to get to the rim after it left his hands.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
It's James on the wing. That's tipped. And stolen by Green. Pass to Jackson Davis. The putback. Doesn't go that time. Ooh, poked away. And the Warriors pushing it up now. And Reeves pulls it down. And here are the Lakers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. And Doncic with the jam.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Left side, Payton. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
And the Lakers making a change here. And that one falls for Curry.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
Doncic right side. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Kevon Looney picks one up. Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points. Tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special. And the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
Coming onto the floor for the Lakers.
Lakers on D. Curry from deep three-point land. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
James outside. The kick out to Milton. The three is up. Drops in the three. Milton's got 10 points in just the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A. And the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And the Warriors making a change here.
Second personal foul. Team sport. Coming onto the floor for your Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga.
Here's Curry. And he gets the bucket.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
And it's James with the jam.
Connect.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll be a second foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense
For the Lakers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so they powered through to their 51st win of the year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Luka Doncic.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
And it's James with the jam.
And guys, that's gotta be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And I like whenever Hill attacks inside like this, exploiting the defense when they give him these chances.
And here are the Warriors now. Here's Curry. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. James outside. The Warriors pull it in. In transition, here come the Warriors.
Los Angeles foul. LeBron James. First personal foul. 15
That free throw
foul.
misses.
At the line for 2. Trace Jackson.
So he comes up empty, missing both. James inside. Oh, can't convert the two-handed jam. So we see the Lakers taking the W here.
the end of the game.
Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that about wraps it up for Grant Hill. Allie
It's NBA basketball. Basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you can join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Looking at the Lakers, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
And, you know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
And it's Green missing. It's stolen by Green. Now Moody. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Butler, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
And Moody pulls it down.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Here's Curry. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Doncic.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. And the basket by Curry.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They trail by 3. Inside. Here's Green. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Really just struggling here in the first half.
Oh, that was terrific.
My goodness. LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
Curry with a wide open look. Another 3 for Golden State.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Hachimura. Back to Doncic. LeBron James on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. And that's now 6 points for LeBron. This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
Pass to Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Here's Moody. A rebound by the Lakers. Up top, Hachimura. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Lakers working the ball around now. Back to Reeves.
Reeves throws that one down. Held nothing back.
Warriors trail by 8. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Pajemski's shot is good.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Reeves. And Doncic throws it down.
Love the way Doncic reads the defense, feels it out, sees the lane, doesn't hesitate to take advantage.
Count that bucket.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Pass to Pajemski. Here's Butler. Shoots over James. Here's Pajemski.
At the end of the first quarter,
a free-flowing first quarter. Great score.
The Warriors 12, the Lakers 18.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Now here's Curry. The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over him.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Pass to Hachimura. And another basket for the Lakers.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind. And it's fun to watch.
Golden State foul.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger.
Boy, LeBron just continues to perform at a very high level, which is simply incredible when you consider his age.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 4-point game. Hachimura. No good with the wing jumper.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Back to Doncic. Overhealed. It's stolen by Hield. Hayes with the steal. James in the post. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Curry with the 3. They get the rebound. Back to Kuminga. 6 to shoot. Pass to Curry. Here's Hield. And easy 2 points on the layup.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Fades and shoots.
Luka Doncic.
And that one, good. Doncic. Doncic has got 10.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Pass to Hield. Lets it go from deep. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Hield came into the league now with a very solid three-point shot, and he's only gotten better.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We pass year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Teachers, Nation, make some noise. Let's hear you if you want one.
Los Angeles making a switch here.
For your Warriors, Junior James.
The Lakers in the lead. Pass to Reeves. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Shake Milton.
When Reeves can get the ball inside, he's a pretty reliable scorer.
Butler with the ball. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
It's tipped. That's a 2 from Hield. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
Your Warriors. 1-8. The Lakers. 31.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Now Reeves. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. No good that time. Lakers leading by 3. Here's Connect. Milton wide open. He fires.
Shake Milton.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Milton's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Lakers. It's Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Back to Len. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Len's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers. At the top of the key, Moody. Over Connect. Outside for Curry. Here's Butler. Here's the drive. And it's Butler with the jam.
Once Butler has some speed behind him, watch out. You know he's looking to throw that thing down.
Pass to Reeves. Shoots over Curry. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Reeves has got 6.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
Here's Milton. Jimmy Butler making his last shot.
Milton.
And the shot is good.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Reeves can't hit. Warriors trailed by 8. He's got space. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
3-pointer.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 53s a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Shot by Hield, nobody around. From deep three-point territory. The shot, no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Len, good.
Assisted by
Len's got 4 points this quarter.
I like Doncic's willingness to share the ball. He wants to see other guys involved in producing.
Hield. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Back to Milton. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Doncic. The rebound by Post. Warriors trailed by 11. On the wing, Payton. Outside, Kuminga. Knocked away. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
I know Doncic takes pride in being able to produce for his team, and he's doing it at a high level here.
Pass to Moody. To the left wing. Down low. Here's Hield. And the shot goes in. Hield's got 9.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
And so it's Los Angeles.
Warriors 36. The Lakers 47.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Los Angeles leading by 11. Now here's LeBron. LeBron James charging through contact.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They really got to pick up that interior defense.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Payton. Warriors trailed by 10. Here's Podziemski. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Milton. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Milton's got 10 points here in the second half.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
And get ready to move.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Warriors 16.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Well down, Dub Nation. Make some
Both teams will make substitutions. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He told them, you can do it.
What a move at the rim, Butler!
Well, I like seeing Butler show off his mad hops. This guy's got big-time bounce and knows how to slam it down with authority.
Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
A nice shot by Doncic. 14 points for Luka Doncic.
Nice shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
And the driving force behind multiple chips. Curry knows when and how to take over at the offensive end.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
And, guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
Warriors trailed by 9. They double-team Curry. It's up a 3. Hachimura grabs the miss.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. And this guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And here's Reeves outside.
Austin Reeves
drills it from outside.
3 ball.
Reeves has got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
In the game, 2 minutes.
Outside Butler. Looking to end the run. And James pulls it down. Oh, Reeves in position.
Austin Reeves.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Pass to Hield. Fires from deep. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hield to take these shots.
Here's LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
Coming out here tonight and making a statement. Really good work all around
for the Lakers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Hachimura down low. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Curry outside. Again, Curry missing. Ball's knocked loose. Count it.
Jared Vanderbilt.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Curry's shot is good.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Substitution on the court.
3 from the inbound. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just...
I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Two Pacific Division rivals squaring off as the Phoenix Suns come to Los Angeles to take on the Lakers. Taking a look at Phoenix. Their last game unable to get past the Kings at Sacramento.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his teams. He scores well and assists others. Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board. And if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else.
Here's Reeves, following the score by Phoenix. And here's Doncic from the arc. And Devin Booker pulls it down.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Pass to James. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Here's Reeves. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Hayes with it. He's picked up by KD. And it's LeBron James with the three. LeBron's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's the improvement of his game. You've got to guard Bron close at the perimeter. He can be so efficient from out there.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Will be a jump ball.
And here is Los Angeles now. And stolen by James. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And normally near the top, handling the ball. Luka sneaking out to the corner there, getting free for three.
James good. 7 points for LeBron. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes. Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender maybe next time.
There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across the earth.
Lakers ball.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. During our talk, I asked the coach what makes Kevin Durant one of the best scorers ever. He told me it's insane that a 7-footer has that much skill. Kevin truly is one of a kind. Now, no one can stop him one-on-one. We need a team effort. Of course, KD's going to the Hall of Fame, and he's still giving opponents nightmares late in his career. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Now, there's the scorer mindset Beal's known for. Just catch and fire.
Buries the long-range jumper.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here is O'Neal. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Beal, and he makes good on the layup. Beal's got 5.
Agile move by Beal to beat that inside contact.
Reeves gets the bucket.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Back to Allen. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. LeBron outside. And the dunk by James.
Roll back that clock. LeBron, the king, still reigns.
Poked away. Inside. Gillespie, that's good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He comes away.
The Sun. 14.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Coming in high. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Here's Booker. Booker going to work inside.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Always ready to put the team first. Reeves wants the ball in the hands of the most ready scorer.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Suns trail by 3. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Booker brings the fans to their feet.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Hachimura. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
Oh, when Rory hits the mid-range, it makes him that much tougher to handle.
Back to Booker. Done outside. Suns moving the ball around. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. And it's blocked.
Perfect timing by Hachimura. What a block.
Out to the right wing. Back to LeBron. The fadeaway. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
On the wing, Booker. 12 points for him. From downtown. And you know who? Devin Booker.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Hachimura hits them both. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention, carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees can clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, I've always felt like I belong. It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or confidence? He told her, you're basically kind of the same thing. Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Milton. And again, the Lakers, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Takes it out to Booker. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The Lakers in the lead. James good. James has got his first points of the game.
Well, James has the strength and will to be a solid interior finisher at this level.
And the dunk by Booker.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Back to James. Here's Milton. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
And it's James missing. One-on-one here. Here's Booker. Gets out ahead and finishes the job. Devin Booker.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
James. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Here's Finney-Smith. No scoring in this one. Will it go? He can't get that one to fall.
Phoenix, time out.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
It's T-shirt time, everybody. Who wants one? Laker girls.
Jones, that's for two.
That's
and so it's Devin Booker making it.
Your Lakers, 31. The Suns, 33.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And the Lakers call time here. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Once again, let's hear it for your Lakers youth dance team.
The Suns leading. Outside, Beal. Back to Booker. Lets it go from deep.
Devin Booker.
Drains the three-pointer. Booker's got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
That one falls. Beal's got 7 points.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Here's KD. Back to Dunn. On the wing, Booker. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back. Here's KD. They shoot again. It's Beal at the elbow. Booker, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hayes trying to break through. And James throws it down.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you've got to make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by.
Signing substitution, Gillespie.
Now Beal. Off target at the rim. Pass to Doncic. LeBron outside. To the left wing. Now Hayes. Shot clock at 5. LeBron with the triple.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strengths. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to LeBron. From deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
Spacing the floor. Rui is out there to hit threes. Bring defenders out of that lane.
Here's Beal. It's deflected. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. For the lead. And Durant sends it back.
We've seen Durant really improve as a defender, using his impressive length to block shots.
They get it again. Back to Richards. And here is Durant. Providing around 26.5 points a game, rarely has an off night. He takes it in, and KD throws it down.
This is how terrifying Durant can be on the court, using those long strides and then taking flight.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's James outside. Whoa! James showing the range!
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
One of the most accomplished players in the game. Durant's sole focus is to continue contending for titles. It wasn't perfect, but it was enough to give them the lead.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. James wide open. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game.
For Lakers, 49. The Suns, 50.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Lakers trade. Down low. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Such a wizard with the ball. James always finds the open man.
And Hachimura with a clear path to the rack. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And the Suns call time here. Both teams deciding to change it up. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. We're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting. Their opponent.
LeBron James. Thanks, David. LeBron with the bucket.
Like, at this point in time, like, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything.
Here's KD. Eyes cleared for takeoff. Here comes Durant with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's...
Oh, my goodness. Man. Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little extra on that one.
And the three ball is good.
3-point.
Booker's got 28 points for the game.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got flow in the second.
And it's Doncic missing.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Total trust in his mechanics. Beal instantly takes the shot.
Out to Doncic. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
That's his first.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Wow, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
Here's Booker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Booker is so active on offense, which really forces the D to act with aggression at times.
What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Outside, James. Back to Doncic. Overdone. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Booker taking the hit.
When they need points, they do everything possible to get Booker his touches.
Vanderbilt gets a wide open look. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 4.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Here's Doncic. And no good. Good D by Booker.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Cans it from downtown. Booker's got 12 points in just the second half.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The Lakers in the lead. Doncic with it. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Beal.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
James has a two-pointer. It's deflected. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. Here's Dunn. Takes it out to Booker. Second shot opportunity.
Gotta stay down on the pump fake, or Booker will get right into that contact.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst case scenario for them is OT.
On the wing, Reeves. Ball's knocked loose. LeBron James on the wing. Back to Reeves. Over Beal. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Guys, what's your take?
Well, you need the 3 here. A quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot. One fluid motion. A very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible.
And we're almost there. Coming in before the Lakers.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Inbound violation. Phoenix ball.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Traps it in. Live from New York at the home of the Knicks, it's the NBA. Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. For the Knicks, they continue their stretch of home games.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, and Kevin, things are starting to get a little bit out of control for them. This losing streak is starting to become an embarrassment, and it's only going to get worse if things don't change.
Here's Brunson. Uncovered. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce. It really allows you to not have to change the way you play.
0. He's so efficient right now on offense. Bridges picking up his spots and recognizing when to strike.
Doncic with the steal. With the fadeaway. The shot is good off the backboard.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
It's rebounded by Hayes. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Guys, I did catch up with the head coach of the Knicks. Their plan defensively is to try to make LeBron into a jump shooter. The coach said many teams plan that, but it rarely works out. You have to fully commit to it. Of course, that means LeBron will be getting all of their attention. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Now here's Hayes. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Over Brunson. Here's James. And he banks in the layup.
Pounding the offensive glass, that's a winning strategy from LeBron. No shot.
Here's Brunson. Brunson with another miss.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
The 3 for Doncic. It's rebounded by New York. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Ball stolen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, not only is he fast, he's very strong, so stopping Anunoby, it's not always easy.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At the line, yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
The numbers will back it up, Brent, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
Now, Doncic, after Jalen Brunson missed it on that last 3-pointer.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, or he's going to burn you.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Now, here's Doncic. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
.116 left to play here in the first. Fades back, and he comes up with the dude. Doncic has got 6.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
7. Doncic right side. Shoots over Bridges. Pass to Hachimura. On the wing, Reeves. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Brunson. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Lakers leading by 4. Shot left block. Hayes. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Brunson outside. No good on the last second attempt there.
The end of the first quarter.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter.
7. The Lakers 11.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end. Well, aside from that possession, they've done a pretty good job of keeping the turnovers way down this game.
Pass to Towns. Lakers with the rebound. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
9. Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. And that one's good. Towns.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning. And now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
Here's Brunson. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Well, that takes such tenacity just to get in there. Brunson battling through the inside contact.
Pass to Hachimura. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Brunson draws the double. Here's Bridges. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Well, if the defense is going to give Bridges a lot of looks like this, he's got to continue to knock him down.
Pass to Reeves. Here's Doncic. Doncic very comfortable down low.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
And it's Brunson missing.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Reeves trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Doncic.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Los Angeles ball.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Timeout.
And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here. This, their first look at this year's New York squad.
a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kid.
There's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Now here's James. To the paint. Here's Len. Towns with the defensive effort.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And stolen by James. 1:16 left in the first half of the game. Fade away. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life. And what you love about Bronny James is his defense-first mindset. Whether he's at the point of attack or playing off the ball, he's a disruptor.
Both free throws good from James. Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious.
Here's James. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. James, good. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Capitalizing from the interior. Shots like this really help James's confidence.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
21.
Now here's James. Here's Milton. The turnaround jumper. Milton's got his first 2 points.
And I love that move for this guy. When he's in rhythm, that's money.
On the wing, Anunoby. Back to Bridges. Pass to Towns. From deep, Brunson. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Lakers lead by 4. Time now for the halftime break.
25.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Len. And the layup's good off the glass. Len's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Lakers.
Pretty good concentration there. The more touches Len is getting on the inside, it seems like the confidence is growing.
To the middle. Here's Towns. It's stolen by Milton. Here's James. And the shot goes in. James has got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
And you like to see that from Connect. Found the man with a better look.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. Len grabs the board. As a junior college product, Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin. Spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program. then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
James gets the bucket.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second-half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Los Angeles.
Towns with the steal. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
At the line.
Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brunson working with a quick pace, just rushing the defense off.
26.
Back to Doncic. Doncic drops the hammer.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Stolen by Anunoby. Brunson with a clean look. Brunson with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the shot goes down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently. And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Knicks trailed by 17. Back to Towns. Some nice passing by New York here. Anunoby in the corner.